Hi, everyone. My name is Coach Marie, and I am happy to be introducing to you the exercise component of Peak 4.0 called Elevate with Exercise. It is so great to be launching this particular new sequence for you and with you so that we can continue to exercise together as you elevate your exercise and continue with your athletic development and your strength training. The Elevate with Exercise program has 8 sessions, and each session is 20 to 30 minutes long. So they're very easy to do, quick sessions that are designed to make the most of your time in terms of helping you stay fit and complement any other things that you're doing for your workouts. Today's session is called Activation Warm Up. So this session you can do anytime that you want to activate and warm up your body, such as first thing in the morning is perfect because you can get your body moving with this program and then you're ready for your day. Or before you go for an activity like running or walking or bike riding, you can do this warm up activity session so that your body will be ready for that. Or if you're having a day off and you just want to do something light to get your body going, it's a perfect choice for that as well. For today's session, you need a water bottle and a pillow. A medium-sized or small pillow we're going to use for one of our exercises. And you can wear your bare feet or your runners, just no socks. It's going to be a low impact warm-up, so runners are not essential, but certainly you can wear them if you prefer. So if you need to pause the video now and get your water bottle and your runners and your pillow, please do, and then you can continue it when you are back. Otherwise, we're going to get started. So let's start activating. I'd like you to go down on the floor, make sure you have a nice space to work out in, and get into tabletop position. And we're going to start with some breaths. Just breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, next time you breathe in, I want you to curl up like a cat and then breathe out and drop those ribs down like a cow. Breathe in, curl up, breathe out and drop. One more time, breathe in, curl up and breathe out and drop down. Good. Now lie down on your side. Bring your knees forward. Your hips are aligned vertically up and down, and then your arms come in front of you in a straight line. You're going to take your top arm and lift it all the way to the ceiling, and then reach all the way to the back. And then you're going to bring it all the way back and to the front. So we are activating our core still, but we're also starting to activate our back and our shoulder here, along with our arm. And forward and reach and all the way to the back, and then back, forward, and clap to your hand. Good. Now, stay like this, but we're just going to start activating our glute and our legs by doing some clamshells. You're going to lift your knee and then lower, keeping your feet together and your hips vertical up and down. Lift, it's a very small movement, and down, but a very powerful one for activation. And down, and lift, and down, and lift, and down. Good. Let's go to the other side, because whatever we do on one side, we do on the other. And lie down on your side. Your knees are in front, bent legs, and your arms go in front of you. And then when you are ready, lift that arm all the way to the ceiling and then all the way to the back, and then continue to bring it back to the front and lift it all the way up and to the back, and continue to lift it up and to the front. It's really important that we take time to activate our muscles before we do anything else, because it brings blood flow to them, it gets oxygen to them, and it gets them warmed up and ready for any other movement. It helps you be able to do your activities and your movements without getting injured. And back and front. Good. Now let's move on to those clamshells on this side. So lift your knee up and down, up and down, up and down. Feet are together, up and down. If you put your hand here, you'll be able to see where it is you're working. Up and down. Good. We're going to do one more activation for our glute, our big muscle. Lie down on your back, feet on the floor, knees bent, and lift your hips up. We're going to do bridge exercise. And down, and lift, and down. Now when you lift, make sure you're using your glute muscles to lift you up, and then your glute muscles relax to slowly lower. And up, and lower, and up, and lower, and one more time. Lift it up and lower down. Good. Now sit up. I'm going to go on my knees for this next one. We're going to activate our arms. If you prefer to stand, you can certainly do that. Arms are nice and relaxed, and just bring them forward and then reach them back and relax them forward and pull them back so your shoulder blades go together, and relax and reach them back and relax. Good. Now airplane arms. We're going to do crisscross. Bring them in front of you and open them out. Palms up. Bring them in front. Open them up. Palms down. Bring them in front. Open them up. Palms up. In front. And down. One more time. Down. Cross. And palms up. In front. And down. Very good. Now we're going to continue activating. We're going to activate our legs. So for that, remember I asked you to get a pillow? Let's use that now for this next exercise. I want you to lie down on your back, feet on the floor. Take the pillow and put it between your knees. And then lift your feet off the ground. And when they're up off the ground, squeeze your knees together so that you're squeezing the pillow as tight as you can. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing, keep squeezing, and relax. And squeeze again. Keep squeezing. That's it. You got it, just like that. And relax. And one more time. Squeeze, squeeze, and relax. Good. You can put the pillow somewhere out of the way. And we're going to do one more activation for those legs. Stretch out your legs all the way down. And then bring your front leg towards your chest and just give it a little tug where your shins are. Don't put pressure on your knee, but just between your ankle and your knee. And release. Other leg goes towards the chest and give it a little tug and release. Front leg again. Give it a tug and release. Back leg, tug and release. One more time. Nice tug and release. Back leg, nice tug and release. Wonderful. So we've activated our muscles. Now we're going to start doing some dynamic mobility. So we're going to use a wide range of motion and really start warming up those joints. Let's get into tabletop position, and we're going to do our bird dog. Front arm up, back leg reaches out and together. Opposite arm and front leg now and back. To modify this, if this is tough on your balance, just use your arms. You can keep your knees on the ground. All right, and reach, arm and opposite leg and back, and then the other arm and leg and back. One more time each side. Reach and back and reach and back. Great. Now we're going to stand up for the next series. I'm just going to fix this a bit so that you can see what I'm doing. And we're going to continue with our dynamic mobility from the toes all the way up. We're going to start with our ankles, and I want you to just lift your heels and slowly lower. Lift your heels up and slowly lower down. If this is hard for you to balance, you can put your arms out, and sometimes that can help a lot with balancing. And if you need a little more support, you can always grab a chair and just hold on to the chair, and that offers great support as well as you work to build your balance with this. And up and down. Good. Now we're going to move on to the knees and the hips. We're going to do some flexor rotations, hip flexor rotations, by making a circle with our knee in the sky. And that really opens up our hips. And reach. Good. Now the other side. Nice round circles. Again, taking that arm out for balance can really help. And if it's helpful for you, you can always grab a chair so that you can hold on to the chair with your one arm as you do this. All the ways are good. Whatever works for you. This is your development. Good. Now we're going to just warm up those arms with big arm circles. All the way up. Big arm circles. And reach, and reach, and reach. Big arm circles. Good. We're going to go the other way. Reach, reach. Big arm circles, just like that. Wonderful. Good. Awesome. Now, one more mobility exercise. Legs are going to be a little further than hips. Arms are airplane. And you're just going to bend one knee and sit back. Make sure your knee never goes past your toes. And up. Bend and up. Bend and up. Bend and up. Now this time when you bend, you're going to grab your toe with your opposite hand. And up. So you're bending and you're reaching at the same time. This is called a lateral toe touch. Make up all the widest range of motion that you can, reaching from one end of the room to the other. Just like that. Good. Great. Dynamic mobility done. Now we're moving on to dynamic flexibility. So now we're going to just walk on the spot. Nice little march here. Because now we're going towards quick movements. We want to make our bodies a little warmer, increase our temperature. We're getting into the warm part of warm-up. Now let's take this to a high knee. Nice arms swinging. Good job. That's the way. Keep going. You're doing great. Nice march. Nice proud march. Nice and tall with the back. Beautiful arms. Good. Now we're going to go side to side. Do some side movements here because some activities and some sports really need side movement. So we're going to practice that. And go quick, step, step, step. Just like that. Good job. Keep going. If you're breathing a little heavier, that's good. That's what you're supposed to be doing by now. That's part of the warm-up too. Good. Now we're just going to go forward and back. So make sure you have a clear space in front of you. And forward and back. And forward and back. Forward and back. Always good to practice those forward and back movements. And back. One more time. And back. Good. Now we're just going to do some butt kicks. Modified. We're not going to jump, but quick movements where your foot tries to touch your glute. Butt kicks. All right. There we go. Keep going. Wonderful. That's it. We'll do a few more. Make sure your body's getting warmed up nicely. Good. Now we're going to finish with 6 little jumps. So you're just going to look like this. Modified, if that's difficult for you, you're just going to squat a little and lift. Squat, lift, squat, lift. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. Now is a really good time to have a sip of your water. So let's do that. Quick little water break before we move on. All right. Okay. We're now going to move on to the warm-up drill section of the session. We're going to do 3 warm-up drills for different parts of the body. We're going to start working the arms and the core. So stand up, and we're going to do some arm punches forward. So legs are a little farther apart than hips. Bend at the knees a little bit and just punch. Punch forward and punch from your shoulder out. Your shoulders are relaxed. They're not by your ear. This is not going to help you. Nice and relaxed. And then punch, punch, punch. So we're going to continue to punch, punch forward, punch, punch, punch. That's it. You got it. Keep punching. It's a good workout for those arms, those upper shoulder blades. All right, that's wonderful. Okay, now we're going to work on the second drill, and that is lunges stepping back with a twist. Okay, so I'm going to do it sideways, and I want you to stand nice and relaxed. You can watch me for the first one. We're going to lunge back, arms up, twist to the side, back to the front, and then leg together. And then the other leg will lunge back. You're going to twist to the other side, back to the front, and then together. Ready? Let's do it together. Lunge, arms, twist, and leg back. And then the other leg lunges, twist, and back. Now, if that's hard for you, just modify by doing backward lunges. Master this first as the modification, and then you can add the twist as you are ready. We're going to go back, twist to the front, together, back, twist to the front, together, back, twist to the front, together. These are so good for your legs, great for the glutes, and you're working on your core here, your obliques, which are your twisting ones. You're also working on your balance. There's a lot of things going on. So great exercise for your body. And lunge back to the front. Good. Now we're going to move on to the third warm-up drill, my favorite, the bear crawl. So let's get down on tabletop for this. Tabletop position, and we're going to start with modification, which is crawling. Simply arm and then leg forward. Arm, opposite leg. Arm, opposite leg. And then leg, arm. Leg, arm, leg, arm. We're going to do that again. Forward, crawl. And back, crawl. This is really good. Works all the body, and it works on your coordination as well. Now, stay like that if that was comfortable for you, or if you're still working on that. Otherwise, knees off the ground. Here's where the bear crawl part comes. This time, you're going to keep your knees off the ground as you do this. So, arm and knee to elbow. Arm, knee to elbow. Arm, knee to elbow. And the same thing back. And again, crawl, 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 and back, back, back. One more time. Crawl forward. Such a good exercise. And back, back. Good. Wonderful work. Now, we've done all of our warm-ups drills. There's only one thing left, and it is the weekly challenge. back by popular demand. Every week in our Elevate with Exercise series, we're going to have a 1-minute challenge for you to do. Then on session 7, we're going to have a session on that day where all we're going to do are the challenges, and we're going to see how we've become ultimate athlete warriors. So today's challenge is a wall sit. I'm going to take a moment to move my computer forward a bit while you find a spot where you can lean against the wall to do your wall sit, and then we'll time it together. So let's take a moment to do that. I'm going to bring mine a little bit forward here. All right. And I'm going to take my cell phone so that I can use it as a timer for us. All right, are you ready? So here's what it looks like. When I say go, we're all going to go down and hold it for as long as you can. Ready, go. So your legs are in a nice little straight angle here. Knees are just right on top of your ankles. You are positioning yourself nice and comfy like you're sitting down. And my goodness, 15 seconds has already passed. Breathe in, breathe out. This is a great exercise for the glutes, the quads, your core. The lower half of the body is really working hard. Your back is nice and relaxed. It's holding you up as well against the wall. We're at 35 seconds. Keep going. You can do this challenge. If you needed to stop for a bit, have a few second break, come back and join again. See what you can do. 50 seconds. We have 10 seconds to go. This is all about practicing this. And 55. We're almost there. You can do it. And 1 minute. Yay! Great work. How did you do? Was it easy? Did you feel like, or was it hard? Sorry, did you feel like you had to work really, really hard and you had to take some breaks? Was it medium? You were able to do it, but boy, you sure felt it? Or was it super easy? You could have stayed there longer. I recommend you do the wall sit 3 times a week for a good practice. Every other day is wonderful. It really helps strengthen that lower body. So that ends our activation warm-up session. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Thank you for being a part of the Peak program and keeping yourself fit, keeping yourself healthy. Use this for any time that you want to do it. Become familiar with it, and then it can be part of your normal routine. And I look forward to working out with you for the rest of the Elevate with Exercise sessions. Take great care.